across to Amsterdam. Sarah de Lange is a professor of political science at the University of Amsterdam. Thank you for joining us here on France 24.
Thank you for the invitation.
Mark Rutte says it's a personal decision. Why did he announce this?
Well, since he toppled the government on Friday, he's been under heavy criticism from both political leaders and the media for his reckless behavior of calling elections in a time when the Netherlands is faced by multiple crises, including an immigration crisis, a climate crisis, and a nitrogen crisis. So he must have calculated that today, during the parliamentary debate about the government collapse, he was likely to face a motion of no confidence and lose the support of the majority of parliament.
So he makes the announcement. Is it really a retirement? Or since there's no heir apparent, is he waiting for the chips to fall?
No, his party, the VVD, will already select a new party leader this week. He has also announced that he's not available for the NATO leadership. So it might be very well his actual retirement from politics.
Again, what brought down this coalition is his decision to suddenly take a hard line on migrants, being against families joining those who immigrate to the Netherlands. Why did he do it?
Well, his party is faced by stiff competition from populist radical right parties, including Geert Wilders' PVV. And those parties have been pleading for much lower numbers of immigrants coming to the Netherlands. And also his own supporters are not satisfied with the current migration policies. Now, in the current coalition, he was confronted with two far more cosmopolitan progressive parties who were unwilling to cooperate in reducing the number of immigrants to the levels that he was seeking. And therefore, he had no other choice than to go to Parliament and announce the collapse of the government.
He's been dubbed Teflon Mark. He's overcome scandals in the past. And one of the things I'm reading, Sarah, is how often people say that in this last incarnation of the Dutch government, the Netherlands could seem ungovernable without his political acumen. What do you think?
Well, currently there are 16 parties in Parliament. And it's very likely that the new elections will produce an equally high number. But it's unclear what the new balance of power in Parliament will be, and that will determine whether or not the country will be governable. So it might very well be that some of the parties will emerge victorious now that Rutte has disappeared, because it's really an open playing field for the elections now. And if that's the case, we might see a new majority materialize either on the center-left or perhaps more on the right, including also the populist radical right.
Sarah de Lange, many thanks for joining us from Amsterdam.